My name is Kanisha Carson, and for my career interest presentation, I will discuss the social worker. The topics I will cover include what is a social worker, how does one qualify to be a social worker, job outlook for social workers, and finally, information regarding social workers specializing in drug and alcohol courts. This is the area of social work I am most interested in pursuing. A social worker is a mental health professional who focuses on the social needs of people. There are three main categories in which social workers can be found. In child, family, and school settings, the social worker will teach how to provide care in family or school settings. This includes foster care and adoption settings. Medical social workers help the sick and ill, giving advice on how to cope with medical conditions to patients and family. Clinical social workers help those with mental illness and addiction-related issues through therapy. Clinical social workers comprise the largest group of mental health workers. Minimum qualifications to be a social worker include obtaining at least a 4-year degree in social work or similar field. There will also be state-specific requirements individuals need to meet. For example, the state of Ohio requires completion of at least a bachelor's degree in social work, completion of the state licensed social work application, passing the licensed social work exam and state legal exam, and successful completion of a background check. According to data found on the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the job outlook for social workers is expected to grow 12.4% between 2014 and 2024. Gaining nearly 75,000 jobs. As of 2014, just over 649,000 social workers were employed. Wages averaged from $45,900 a year, or just over $22 per hour. This map is from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. It shows how many social workers were employed by state in 2015. I plan to work in Ohio, so hopefully a job will be available for me once I complete my degree. According to Melinda Roberts et al., social workers working alongside drug courts are beneficial. Drug courts can reduce recidivism by 16.4% in the first year after treatment. Including social workers in drug cases helps to treat instead of just criminalize the addiction. Some studies show 80% of criminals have some type of addiction. Social workers can help the courts operate from a due process perspective instead of a punitive or criminalization perspective seen in the legal system today. Social workers who participate in drug court teams offer knowledge and skill in the area of addiction treatment. They can aid the addict in obtaining behavioral changes, self-efficacy, and goal setting, which are important in addiction treatment. In order to work as a social worker in drug courts, states often require a clinical social worker license. Clinical social workers have advanced practice specialization areas such as addiction counseling certifications. They enhance the well-being, increase social justice outcomes. They must have a Master of Social Work degree from an accredited program. Finally, they must be state licensed. In conclusion, I have spoken to you about what a social worker is, the qualifications needed to become a social worker, the job outlook, and finally, the area of social work and drug courts. Thank you for your time.